Good evening all, hope we are all doing well. Welcome to Affinity Racing. And for a night that was going to be an awesome test race at Suzuka Group 2, well, is looking like a bit of a challenge at the moment. So we were supposed to be running a test race for our Group 2 Championship, the JT Cup Championship, starting in a few weeks. Or a couple of weeks, or next week, I should say. But at the moment, Gran Turismo or PlayStation Network, whichever it is, servers are down and proven to be a little bit of a nightmare. Now, the game for me itself now has actually just crashed altogether. So that's a little bit of a nightmare. Definitely a little bit of a pain or an inconvenience. So hopefully we can get into the... actually get into the lobby here, but we'll see. Greetings, Jonathan. How we doing? This is not going well. We might have to actually close the game altogether there, because that has totally crashed. It's hard work, but keep trying to join. We'll get there eventually. Is there any issues in the actual lobby? It seems like it's just getting into the lobby that's the bother, is it? Fantastic. Let's start it all again. Oh, dearie me. Right, we'll try one more. We will get there. We will get there eventually. Just checking then. Stream sounds all good. No issues with that. That's what we want. Seems to work fine, just getting in, that takes the time. Yeah, this was loading up for ages before I managed to get the stream up and running. Connected to server. It's a little bit quicker than it was the last time, I have to say. It won't let me go across to select the show only rooms with friends. Now it's crashed again there. Does that say either Colorado or Colorado? I don't know how you pronounce that, but do let me know so I don't butcher your name. But welcome along. Hope we're all well. Thank you very, very much for tuning in. Welcome. You've not tuned in at the best of times because we're having an absolute nightmare getting into the lobbies here. Yeah, this has actually just crashed altogether. So, for me, getting onto the lobbies itself is what keeps crashing the game. Colorado, there we are. Thank you very much for tuning in, buddy. Appreciate it. Oh, just wait. I need a bit of patience. Adam says, that's not my forte. Patience and waiting. I don't do that very well. As seen by the fact I've restarted this for the third time in a couple of minutes. Oh, not sport. That's not what we want. Is the daily races having issues as well then? Is all those lobbies having problems, or is it just multiplayer? Right, I will leave this on until our lobby comes up. Nightmare. Well, we might as well break into the chocolate already, yeah. Connected to server. Don't think the server's connected to us though, is it? Not on the same planet, the server, tonight. Right, I will wait patiently. on Adam's advice. This ain't going to make for a very interesting stream, is it? We got 2. But that's it. So basically our issue at the moment is the servers seem to be down. Must be like, I imagine, European thing. For the multiplayer. So we go into well, we're trying to get into a lobby that's already set up. I think, were you running it tonight, John, or was it Rico that was running it? One of the two, anyway, running it. So we have our British Heart Foundation championships. They're normally sort of 6, 7, 8. Oops, punched the microphone. 6, 7, 8 races long. Sort of like little mini seasons throughout the year. We probably get, what do we say, 3 or 4 championships done each season. We've done the lot. We've done Group 3s, Group 4s, Group 2s. A couple of times we've done Super Formula, which was absolutely mega. And then next week, our Group 2 JT Cup Championship starts. And I think that one's, is it 7, I think? 7 races in that one. I could be wrong. But yeah, Group 2. So myself and John, who's in chat there, you can see, is we're teammates. So I'm sure John will hopefully very kindly wait for me to be able to get onto this one. And everyone's going to be waiting in the chat. There we go. Right, join. You can change car in the lobby, can't you? I've just realised that. I hope I don't have to back out the lobby to change car. 7 races in total. There we go. And they're absolutely awesome races. Obviously, honestly, everybody that's in these lobbies in this championship are absolutely awesome. What do you have to do to join the lobby? To join the championship, basically, you just have to be a clean racer, fair racer, and clean. And most of the people that we've, well, actually, I think most of this group existed before I joined, and it was one of the Punterino lads. I don't even think they're in anymore, but we had a race online. I actually crashed into them, but I gave them the place back, and so they added me on there, and they were like, "Look, fair play to you. That doesn't happen very often. Do you want to join this group for the championship stuff?" So that's where I met most of this lot. I think, Adam, you were the same, weren't you? Met in a daily race. Hope it holds up. Have a good one. We're in. Hazard, how we doing? Hope we're all good, buddy. Thank you for tuning in again. Keeping this streaming streak going. So now it means I've had absolutely no practice before we head into this, but we'll just do a very quick check of the conditions and all that sort of stuff. So it's going to start with a bit of rain, so we'll have to get ourselves, make sure we've got the inters and the wet tyres purchased. We've had made that mistake a couple of times. We get out onto track then. Might not actually need the inters at the moment. Oh my god. Ha! You definitely feel it when you're on the wrong tyre. Oh dear. Ironically, it feels like we're driving on the wet, but we should be on the softs now. And the inters are a little bit slippy. Eddie's the same, still trying to get in. Oh, the tyre wear is very, very high. That's what we like. dear. Oh, it's all gone wrong. Oh! It's gone quite badly, I would say there. A little bit too dry for the Inters, just a bit. John will be the one to ask Colorado. I think we might have, I don't know if we'll have spaces tonight. I assume we will do. But if you mean a little bit later down the line, then I can't see. Oh, I can't see why not. Oh, and we've binned it. It's all gone wrong. Get off those horrible, horrible tyres. Yeah, I absolutely can't see why not, mate, as long as you're a clean racer. They'll have you kicked out if not. I'm sure. But yes, mate, absolutely. If you add myself on PSN, Affinity Gaming 75, add me on here, and I'm sure if you add John as well, if he doesn't mind popping his username in the chat there. Then there we go. Then it would be amazing to don't like dirty drivers. There we are. Well, I think you'll fit right in. Oh, I mean, obviously everybody has a bump and an accident and all the rest of it, but you know, you give the place back, or you know, serve your penalties correctly and all the rest of it, and you're all good. But yeah, this is my favourite group to race with 100%. We you know, there's no messing about. It's definitely not like the dailies. Nobody goes to ram you off. If you ram somebody else off, you assume that it's a mistake and an accident and that they genuinely didn't mean it, because that is 100% of the time always the case. Whereas in the dailies, you might bump into someone, it might be a genuine accident. Sometimes you even hold up, you give the position back, and then all they want to do is ram you off in revenge, which we've just had a couple of incidences like that yesterday as well. So, whereas with this, if somebody bumps into you, pushes you a little bit wide, you know it's an accident, and that's the good thing about racing with this lot. Right, now I'm obviously not going to be very quick around here without much practice. And we run wide, pushing just a little bit too hard. At least in these conditions, on the track's probably dry now, but obviously it's not got the most grip. You're definitely feeling like you should be able to push a Group 2 car around here a bit quicker. And there we go, we got a bit of rain as well, as we see that the wiper's giving it some. Here we go. The rain is back. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, we're gone. God, that's how quickly it turns up as well, which is a worry. That's how quickly we were out on the soft tyres there. Totally dry track at the start of this. Oh my word. That's how brutal this can be. Look at how quick the rain turned on us there. I was the unlucky one that was still on an outlap. I was still on a lap. Oh! Oh, no! Oh, it was the slightest touch on the power there. Right, we're absolutely going to run wide here. We try and turn. Just... No! No! Oh, man. This is going to be absolutely brutal. Oh, good stuff. I'll get that accepted straight away, mate. Right. Ooh. Oh god, I thought I'd quit the lobby after all that. Can you imagine? Right. Heavy wets for quali. Out we go then. Test session at Suzuka. Wet tyres it is for qualifying. This could put anybody anywhere, this. Oh. Both in terms of on the grid and both in terms of literally on the track. You could end up anywhere here. And chances are it won't be on the tarmac. In the walls, on the grass, in the gravel. Oh my god, how slow is everyone's quali going to be here? It's all going to come down to who can push it the most. Who's going to take the risks and have the risks pay off. Oh, God. No. Case of being a gear up higher than you need to be out of every single corner. Oh man, why does it still feel like I'm on the soft tyres? This is not wet tyres, this. What's going on? Oh my god, we don't even have... I was going so much slower through there, we don't even have the grip for that. Just about held on to that one. Try and stay off the curbs. It's hard to think that this is actually supposed to be a push lap here. .222 is the first lap that goes in from John. Oh. I feel like I'm going to be well off the pace. Right, it's P2. Literally 1 point something seconds off the pace though. I was 9/10 up on my time at the end of the first sector. I think I've lost a fair bit since then. Carlos with a 218. How on earth is he managing this? No! I was up on my time there as well. Oh, actually, I wasn't up on my time. Bit of damage to fix. I actually genuinely think it's harder to drive around Suzuka than it is the Nürburgring in the wet. Genuinely believe that. Right. Judging by the reader at the bottom, it's actually suitable for inters, but judging by the grip we're feeling in the car, it's still even too wet for wets. But it's gone. The problem with Suzuka as well, at least the weather on here, is that certain parts of the track becomes wet before others, and so you can judge it on the first half of the lap thinking this is not too bad, or it's inters, or it's now ready for slicks. And I know a lot of tracks are like that, but it certainly feels like it's two opposite ends of the spectrum with Suzuka. See what I mean? Man, oh no, I'm gonna have to. Some of them are risking it and going on to inters now. Some are risking and going to inters, but I think I might as well at least just try and give it a try. Right, we'll go inters. Moist out there, just a bit. Definitely just a bit difficult. Right, most of the racing line I would say is now suitable for inters, but this is what I'm saying. Judge this by the end of the lap, because this first sector seems to dry a fair bit quicker. And then once you hit spoon, oh, don't get onto the wet. Oh, I nearly overreacted there. There you go, look at that. A couple of people on inters now. Carlos, 7 seconds. 8 seconds pretty much. Up the road. In terms of time on the board. 8 seconds quicker in his quali. There's a chance that if you were pitting just now or just coming out of the pits and had gone on to the softs, that you might be on to a real winner. Oh, that's risky. Oh, that's scary, that. That is scary. I can't afford to bin it on an outlap. Right, 10 seconds the gap to P1 now. Rico setting provisional pole. This will be our last lap. Some people might get another run at it if they cross the line early enough. Just feel like I'm running out of sync with everyone, but I don't think there is a sync at the moment because everyone's had to box at different times depending on damage. Right, it's definitely feeling, obviously, quite a lot quicker. This is where you gain the most time, I would say, just actually being able to accelerate down a straight. Be careful here. "17 seconds the difference." Wheel spinning like crazy there. I think we might have had pole. We did. I was just going to say, I think we might have scraped pole there. Provisional at the moment. Everybody else still to do their lap, though. Everybody else still to do their lap. Bucket's finished. The rest of the grid's still running. And the track's drying more and more, so I suspect that I will move down here. But for now, we've got provisional pole. Hopefully we can hold on to it. Adam in the NSX. We're clear by 2 seconds there, so he might not have improved on his last lap. Carlos, 1 second off. Oh, we might have been really, really fortunate there with just the right crossover. Don't know if a couple of them might have gambled on the soft tyres or not. Oh, well, this is where it all starts to go wrong now. We're going to be starting from, by the looks of it, the front row. Is Rico going to improve? He's in the NSX. Yeah, it all goes wrong now, John, though. I don't know whether I need to start on the inters or on the wet tyres. But I stand by the fact that Suzuka is harder to drive in the wet than the Nürburgring. It's one of the hardest tracks to drive, especially when it's starting to rain or when the track's starting to dry. We might actually have pole position here by quite some margin as well. How lucky will we be? John saying start on the inters. I'm going to assume that you're not mugging me off there, John, considering you are now my teammate for next season. Please don't tell me that I need to start on inters if it needs to be starting on the wets. My word. I'll be getting told to start on the softs next. John saying you got it. Oh, John, you said you binned your last lap. Obviously, you'll not be racing now and commenting at the same time, so you'll not be improving on that one then. Just Mike's still running at the moment. Yes! We got pole. We've got pole. Right, I'm taking your word for it, John. Starting on the inters. What we need with Gran Turismo in these lobbies is to see a weather radar in the lobby. That's the next thing that we want to see in an update, I would say. Ah! Right on cue. I did not realise that feature existed. Genuinely did not realise that feature existed. Right, that's good then. Carlos saying, was that on inters? It was, but I pitted just at the right time. Takes so long to type a message on here, doesn't it? Fortunate timing. Right, 1 minute till we start then. This is going to be genuinely such a challenge. John saying he's on in as. I do wonder whether we start on the wets, you know. It's too late now. Too late now. I'm just looking at the rain on there, and I'm just wondering whether or not the wets for the start of the race was a better shout. Oh, look at the state of it. Oh, we need the wet tyres. I don't believe it. I do not believe it. Me and John are absolutely screwed here. Off the line. We're never going to get off the line. Oh, we've been hit. Right, we're straight into the pits to change, I would say. Well, I don't know. We'll see how we fare up here. Oh! Big damage. Big damage. Big damage. Oh, my word. John's absolutely flying. Ah! I've gone from pole to P9 in less than a lap. We got pretty major damage as well, but we're driving so slowly in the rain that at the moment I might as well just hold on to it. Oh man, losing so much time. He's gone. I'm off. This has gone so wrong so quickly. We're 30 seconds behind Carlos now. I'm assuming he's on the wet tyres. The only advantage I'm hoping that we get is that when he comes into the pits, we're hopefully not too far behind him and we can stay out on the inters, because the rain is going to drop off. Yeah, John's started on the inters as well, but I think he's going to go to the wets. I literally cannot stop the car there. Oh my god, we got so lucky to just find grip there suddenly. Right, it's going to start easing the rain now. Look at that, John's nearly caught up to me now, so it was probably worth me just going into the pits. God, right, it is kind of suitable for inters over the wets now, I would say. But I don't think it necessarily makes us quicker than the wets. It definitely means you're just taking a bit less risk in with the wet tyres, I would say. Carlos literally 5 seconds a lap quicker at the moment. Oh, that's Rico out. Problem with his wheel, I think. Stuck in 4th. Oh, that's a bit of a nightmare, isn't it? I think Rico was on one of the Fanatec's as well, so I don't know if that's a copy. Obviously, there's loads of issues with the servers, which most of the issues we're experiencing I would kind of be putting down to that. I don't think that would be a server issue, of course. I don't actually know, to be fair. Right, now we're at the point where we're quicker than Carlos. Only now. But if he just jumps into the pits onto the inters, then he's absolutely laughing. He's not lost any time to us, so to speak. Not that we're his race now. We're 45 seconds down the road to him. Loads of people into the pits now. Eddie, Mike. There we go. Now the inters is the quickest tyre. 2:17 for us. John with a 2:14. Absolutely flying now. So we just want to hope that Carlos maybe stays out one lap too long. Try and claw back just a little bit of time. And then he's going to go into the pits, and hopefully that closes us back up to him. But as Martin Brundle always says, about the right tyre at the right time. You hear him say that same line every race in the wet. Right, but we've got this damage as well, which we've been going too slow to really notice. But now that we're getting our foot down a little bit, definitely feeling it. Carlos might hold out until it's time to get on the soft tyres, which by the looks of it, it kind of is already, which is a bit mad. A couple of more laps on the inters though. I know what I'm like for going pitting too early. Still too much risk at the moment. Another lap or two, let the dry lines form. But realistically, as long as you stayed off the wet, you would be probably fine. See what these guys go on to. Victor refueling. Vicar onto the inters now. So Vicar's gone onto the inters. There we go. So against Vicar, we've pretty much had that. What I was hoping for Carlos is that he would go into the pits and then he would come out right beside us. Or a bit closer to us to try and chase down. He's sticking out on the wet tyres for now though, so we really do need to make the most of that and try and push as much as possible. But now we're on a dry track where realistically softs is the better tyre to be on. And he's managing perfectly fine. In terms of pace, not really losing any time to us. Oh, Eddie's gone. I was assuming, by the way, that Carlos is on the wet tyres, but he might not be. He might just be rapid on the inters, but surely or hopefully not. He seemed impressed with our pull time on the inters, so surely now we kind of have pulled out 43 seconds in the pouring down rain on inters, if that's the case. Oh, I've gone wide. Oh, that's going to cost us time. Even with that runoff, that was still our fastest lap by 2 seconds. So if I knew that I could absolutely nail the line every time, I would definitely be on the soft tyres now. But I know what I'm like. I will try and clip the curb, and I will spin it, or I will just miss a braking point and run it into a puddle. And then be absolutely done for. Trying so desperately to close this gap to Carlos, but it's not really making any difference at the moment. Yeah, comes a bit of rain though. So for all that we're talking about could be on the softs, we might just be best off hanging fire. Right, what's Victor going to go on to there? Has he looked at the weather radar? There's also fuel's what we want to be thinking about now as well. Well, if you were racing properly, then you would have been thinking about fuel from the very start, but stupidly I wasn't. Oh, Victor's gone onto the softs. He's going to regret that because it's raining. He's going to regret that because it's about to rain. There we go, there, and the rain starts. That's unlucky for Jonathan. That. It's just a shower, this one. It's just a shower. Nothing to worry about. Oh, nearly. Right, what's John doing? He's on the wets. Can't see what he goes on to. I really don't know what to do for the best now. I just know that if I go onto the softs, I will absolutely bin it. I will put it onto a puddle of water. I will run it wide onto the curb. I will do something utterly, utterly stupid. Carlos, we've gained 10 seconds from him there. I've got no idea what he's done. Don't think he hasn't pitted. There you go, he goes into the pits now. He was on the wets after all that. He was on the wet. So was Brian and so was Adam. Right, let's see how much time they lose here. We're only going to have enough to go one more lap, which is the annoying thing. What these guys going to go on to? Are they going to go inters or are they going to go onto the softs? They're going to go inters. Right. Carlos coming out of the pits now. Someone's already binned it, I think, out of the pits. No. Looked like they had yellow flags. Looked like someone had spun it out of the pits. Carlos well up the road now. Right, I'm going to go onto the softs. I'm going to pit now and get onto the softs. Take the risk. We just have to absolutely not mess up, which is so easily done around here. To be fair, having picked up the damage that we did and the first lap that we did, 10 seconds behind Carlos after all, that's not too bad. Right, no rain on the way, at least for the next few laps. So at the very least, if we pit onto the softs, hopefully we can just make up that time back. Oh my god, I'm going to have to be so careful coming out of the pits here. Please work, please work, please work. I'm going to have to absolutely tiptoe out of the pits though. And refuel fully. Is Eddie going to do the same? Onto the softs. This is a gamble, this is such a gamble. Big aerodynamic damage. Eddie's onto the softs as well. Eddie's nearly binned it. Coming out of the pits, I think. Oh my god, the grip feels so much better. Let's go. Oh, the feedback that you get through the wheel, the difference on the soft tyres. Oh yes, that's so much better. Surely we've got to gain that time back to the guys up front. And I'm just going to keep an eye on the weather radar as we go. This might have actually paid off for us. Where we know we can flow it, that's where we need to flow it though. And where we can't afford to take risks, that's where we do not take the risks. Let's go. How on earth's Adam gaining time? That's annoying. That's not meant to happen. How's Adam gaining time there on the inters? How's that possible? How is that possible? I do not understand that at all. Like, Adam's very quick. There's nothing against, like, taking anything away from Adam there. Just, regardless, you could have the worst driver in the world against the quickest. They can't lose time on the soft tyres. That's just not possible. I refuse to believe it. You just can't be going this quick through here on the inters. Simple as that. And we're still losing time! How? This has got me very angry now. I'm driving. I'm probably pushing a bit too much now. But I just don't understand it. Don't run wide. Oh my god. I'm not understanding how's this possible. Adam, slow down, will you? Unless Adam's onto the softs, but I didn't think that he was. I'm sure he went into the inters. Adam may well be on the softs. I just do not know. Get off the wet. Right, we've got a fully dry track now, pretty much. There you go, Adam's doing 152s. He's got to be on the soft tyre. He's got to be on the soft. It definitely flashed up saying he was going to the inters, though. Oh, John, you're out as well. John, can you see what tyre Adam is on? Because I don't understand how he's pulling away from us. He 1,000,000% pitted onto the inters, as did Carlos. And he goes into the pits now, coming off the inters onto the softs. Can you see what tyre Adam's on? Because I'm not understanding how he's so far ahead and not losing any time to me. Either that or that timing is wrong, but I can't see that being the case. I'm worried that maybe we're having a similar, you know, with all the problems here, whether or not we're having a similar issue to Watkins Glen, where it was telling everybody that they're like such and such a distance behind, but they were actually miles apart or whatever. I'm worried that that's happening because I'm trying to push like crazy to catch up to him, and he keeps putting the fastest laps in, so that can't be wrong. So I'm actually just chatting rubbish there. But I'm not understanding. He was on the inters, is what it said. It said he went to the inters. And I would have assumed you can't be setting that kind of lap time on the inters. Surely not. He's on the soft. Oh, right, that explains it then. I thought he must have been, but it definitely showed us the inters tyres is what he was on when he went into the pits. From wet tyres to inters. I would have clocked it if it said soft. I might be wrong, but I'm 99.9% sure that's what it said. So he's absolutely aced this in terms of strategy then. The only thing is when to pit, because it's going to rain again, isn't it, at the end? I think are we expecting more rain at the end, John? Here's Carlos here for P3. Watching his screen, he's on softs, there we go. I mean, his lap times, obviously, he was on the softs, but 100% when he went into the pits, and it tells you what tyre they're on at the side, it said he switched down to the inters. Right, yes to the rain. I think it's about making this fuel last until we need to get into the pits. Because Adam pitted a couple of laps earlier as well. So I don't know how he's going to fare up for fuel. He might find himself having to pit just before the rain comes. You hit me on lap one. I think everybody hit everyone, didn't they? I definitely had some pretty bad damage, but we didn't notice it really. Oh, there you go. Adam into the pits now. Ahaha. So he's run out of fuel pretty quick. Brian's gone. I swerved across you. I'll be honest with you, mate. I can't even really remember lap one all that well. I was all over the place though, with the with a lack of grip. I just didn't. Also, I didn't get a very good start. Everyone was alongside me by the start. The start, weren't they? Pretty awful getaway that was. Right, 21 seconds is the gap to Adam then. Except I'm trying to make my fuel last until the rain comes, so that I don't have to do 2 more pit stops before the end of the race. Don't know whether I'll actually be able to make that work, but that's my plan. Looking at it, John, what lap would you expect the rain to show up? Brian has damage. Good. Sorry, Brian, but good. Yeah, what lap would you expect the rain to show up? I'm judging by it. Maybe it's lap 24, 25. Really trying to make this fuel last so that we can pit the same time as Adam. Last 3 laps. I don't think that it's going to last that long, is it? The fuel. But I'm short shifting everywhere at the moment in a desperate attempt to try. Adam's not going to have to worry about fuel saving, that's the difference though. And he will be able to go into the pits whenever he wants. I'm going to find myself possibly a lap short. Yeah, that's it as well. Adam's going to have a full tank. So he literally is going to be able to just pit as soon as the rain starts. In he'll go. Don't know if he does have a bit of damage or something though. 6.6. We're closing slowly here. Oh, you idiot. You idiot. Try to lift him close into that corner. What a stupid, stupid decision that was. Well, the curbs are still wet. Adam's played an absolute blinder with this race, I would say. Right, it got dark pretty quick there. 3 laps left, pretty much here. John, in your best guess, do you think it would be inters or would it be full wets? I'm going to guess inters when the rain does come. Yeah, Inters. Like, I literally am just going to have to stay out. That's the problem here. And just desperately make this fuel last until we need to go into the pits. But I don't think I'm going to be able to make it last another 5 laps. So the chances are I just have to go into the pits now, gun it to try and catch back up to the podium. But I don't really want to start gunning it when there's rain on the way. But there's no rain at the moment. Oh, I really could have done with pitting a lot earlier. Just realistically, it's time-wise, I would never make it back, even if I did have to go onto a higher fuel mix, just to try and save it. It is going to be worth not pitting if I can. I'm matching pace with Adam for now. I'm only going to be able to get one more lap. Might as well go into the pits. I should have gone into the pits earlier. I knew I would never have made it. Let's hope I can stick with the podium, though. Hazard, you're back again. That internet seems to be a bit of a nightmare for you. Right, we should hopefully stick with P3. Yeah, a few people getting caught out short with the pit stops there. And fuel. Still no rain. Oh, and just as we go into the pits, here's the rain. Right, this is where I take the gamble the other way. Those guys are quite a bit ahead. They're not going to want to go into the pits yet, but I'm going to go into the pits now because we're going to get rain. As soon as we're approaching 130R is probably when we're going to get it. Oh, piss off, Adam. Into the pits he goes. He's got it right. He's got it absolutely bang on. So does Carlos. Ah! Make a mistake, man, will you, lads? Come on. I thought they would have just went past the pits, to be honest with you. I didn't think they would have wanted to stop. Oh, no. And then we're going to lose a load of time now. Because now we're mucking about on the water. Come on. So lucky that I'm going to go wet. I'm going to go full wet tyres here. Get a tiny little bit more fuel in. I really hope this pays off. Did both of them go on to Inters there? John, did you see? Did both of them go to Inters? I think they did, didn't they? I'm really hoping that the wet tyres pays off here. Because this is pretty brutal. Ah! Adam on in as what did Carlos go for? Did you see? Just drifting around here. This is brutal. Adam's into the pits. Onto the wet tyres he goes. Carlos must have stuck with the wets, I think. Either that or he went in as well, but he's committing to them. Right, Adam's out of the pits. I just don't have the confidence to put my foot down. My problem is I will not put traction control on. That's my problem. Is this Adam? Please be Adam. Don't think it is. Oh, it is! It's Adam! He actually has made a mistake this race. Thank God for that. Oh, Carlos went onto the wets. I didn't see that comment previous. John. Right, that makes sense then. Hence why he's absolutely flying up the road. Oh, me and Adam always have the best races on the last few laps. This is gonna be funny. No. No. Fuming. Absolutely fuming. I can't believe that. And we'll never know. Yeah. I think we know, mate. I would have binned it, definitely. That's so frustrating, that. Oh, what an absolute waste of time. Turns out we couldn't have picked a worse night to do that race. In terms of... Alright, let's get in the... Let's get on to Daily Race C. We'll try and finish the stream on a bit of a high. Get a quick race done on Daily Race C. Last Daily Race C of the week. This has been a mega combo, this. Ah, not quali, not quali, not quali. That's really get entered. Yeah, I think everyone lost connection there, Jonathan. Sadly. So frustrating. That was absolutely mega up until then. A huge thank you to John for putting all that together. So unfortunate that it's been ruined by server issues there. So frustrating. That was such a challenge, that as well. Such a really challenging combo. And really was enjoying that. We were about to have a mega race there for the last few laps, me and Adam. Carlos nailed it with the strategy. By the sounds of it, Adam's quite happy that it did, though. Right, just trying to get back up to pace here for this Daily Race C. We'll finish off on Daily Race C, just to try and not end the stream on me taking a huff with the servers. Hopefully no issues getting into the lobbies on this one. I don't know if the server issues are just with the multiplayer lobbies or whether they are impacting the daily races. No idea on that just yet. Right, quick daily race to finish things off. Salt in this one. See if there's anyone else that we recognise. Hogston as well. Yeah, sorry, John. We jumped straight in. We've gone with the nude car this time round. Sorry, mate. I was going to do something different and rent a car, and then I was like, oh, we'll stick with a 650. Right, we've had a load of great races this week from this combo. So let's try and finish the week on a bit of a high. We've got a load of great episodes out of this one. Some great videos for YouTube. Tell you what, to be fair, I forgot how good that Citroen was as well. Mega little car, that. Oh! Hopefully going to get past two more here. Right, not a huge amount of time lost on that lap, which is good. And a few positions made up. Should we pit now? Or should we stay out? Pit early, stay out. What do we think? Right, I wasn't quite sure what to do there, and I wasn't really expecting to pit, to be honest. I just saw that we were gaining time to the leader. Bit of fighting and stuff going on there, and I thought, let's just give it a go. Bearing in mind we're starting P13 there, I think it was. Right, 33 seconds to the lead. If he pits in the middle, we want that to be about a 31-second gap. If he doesn't pit in the middle of the race, which you're not realistically going to do from the lead most of the time, then we need that to be about a 29-second gap. We'd be so fortunate if we can close the pace here. I doubt we can, but the closer we get to the leader, the more positions we make up when everybody else pits. Right, there's Echo coming in. So he was right in front of us. So we were able to judge whether or not he's lost any time battling in those next couple of laps. Or that next lap. Depending on where he comes out. Problem being now he's going to end up probably right in front of us. Which means we're going to fall into a load of traffic. Will we get past him? There he is, only just. So the undercuts worked by quite a bit there. Yeah, Sport Lobby seem perfectly fine, to be honest, Adam. No issues in here yet. There's always time, isn't there? But no issues in here. Everything seems fine to me. Annoyingly, I would much rather be racing at Suzuka. Battle will recommence next week. Absolutely, mate. I'm looking forward to it. You can't beat the Group 2s. Got to be some of my favourite cars to race in them. That Lexus as well, by the way. I really, really like the Lexus. A good pick from John for sure. I was at a gig and John was messaging me going, right, I've done some detailed research into all the cars. I got like the pros and cons of each. And he's like, right, this car's this little bit of a quicker per lap and this car's a bit better on these tyres. And in the end, he went for the Lexus. So the decision was all on John, but it was a correct decision in my eyes. That was absolutely bang on. great car. Yeah, if the servers don't play up. Yeah, they did the last time, didn't they? Just before Christmas we had a race and loads of bother. Like one of the... for one of the actual championship races. Yeah, it definitely does. Love the Lexus. What I don't love is that half-second penalty there. We did run wide, but you don't gain much time running wide there, that's for sure. If anything, you lose time, because then you have to lift so much before heading onto the straight. Right, P1 into the pits, so he is going to change tyres here. So we'll come out about 3 seconds behind the leader. 3-4 seconds, I think. If my maths is right. There is someone in there who's gone long, and he's gone 30. He's got, the gap is 30.9. So if he doesn't change his tyres, he could be on for a win. Right, we got these guys in front now. He was the race leader, Kurt. But they're on fresh, they're on fresh tyres, so this is going to be tricky to stay on the back of them. We will do our absolute best, though. Race leader comes into the pits now. Is he going to change tyres? Because if he does, he might come out behind us. Right, Revolution behind me. Barney, P1 at the moment. Right, this is everybody after they've pitted, by the way. So this is our track position at the moment. That might be a penalty for him there in front for Vegas. Oh, it is as well. Oh, and for Kurt. Penalties for the two of them. Vegas we might get past if he serves one, but Kerr we probably wouldn't unless it's 1 second. Certainly bring us closer to him though. Just out of slipstream range as well. P1 and 2 absolutely scrapping there side by side into turn 1. Revolution to the inside there. Oh. You can see there, that's been the difference for me not pitting. I would have been behind, probably P9 I think. Sorry, not pitting, not pitting, not changing tyres in the pit stop. In this particular race, I'd definitely say we're better off not having done that, which is good. Oh, he's gone to the inside. I have a feeling this guy's going to go for it, yeah. Come on, let's try and hold on to P6. My favourite overtaking place. He holds on to it. Great racing so far. We just hold on to it. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Cracking racing all around, absolutely. That was alright, that one at P13, up to P6. Defend like a lion. Absolutely. No, happy with that one. Salt as well, finished P8 there. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. That has been an end to a cracking week of daily races, honestly. That has been absolutely mega. Really, really enjoyed that combo. It's been great in terms of strategy. Always had a different option every race, and that's what we've been wanting from Polyphony for so long. So, yeah, in fact, we shared one of the videos where we said exactly that. We waited 7 years, pretty much. I said we waited a year because I was talking about GT7 for a race like this. And then John said, to be honest, they didn't even manage it with GT Sport. And when I looked at when that came out, that was 2017. And so we've waited to 2024 now. So we waited 7 years. Slightly clickbait title, but there we go. We waited 7 years for a race like this, and it's been mega. It's been good fun. Next week, it looks like it's Daytona. Looks like it's going to be Group 3 for Daily Race C. Group B looks like Group 4 at Dragon Trail Seaside, and then I can't remember what what Daily Race A was, to be honest. But whoever really cares about that. Buffalo's defend. But yeah, that was a good race. Enjoyed it. I will catch you all tomorrow for day number 8 of our 31-day streaming challenge. Streaming every single day in January. Any new faces, please do hit the like button on the way out. Please do subscribe as well, and hopefully catch you all tomorrow night. We're going to start at 8 PM, 8 till 10, and hopefully have ourselves some good races. I'm going to try and get on during the day, get a set of good quality time for Daytona, because you kind of need it. And then hopefully we can have some good results, some good races. So there we go. Appreciate it. Thank you very much, everybody. First week successfully done of our 31-day stream challenge. We've only got another 3 of them to go, and then plus 3 days. So hopefully everyone tune in for that. Really appreciate everyone who has done so far. Shame that we didn't get to finish our race at Suzuka, but such is the way of the GT world and the GT servers. I guess. But yes, hopefully I will catch everybody tomorrow. Enjoy what is left of the weekend, and I shall see you all for a new week of dailies, 8 PM tomorrow night. Toodles!